Yes, I have visited a museum. I haven't visited Kelham Island, but I visited a couple.
I visited the Sheffield Museum and Aberdale Industrial Hamlet.
I've visited Kelham Island and I've also visited Weston Park Museum numerous occasions.
I visited Weston Park Museum.
Weston Park Museum, is it? Yeah. I think I visited that one. Yeah.
I like the local history side of it. In particular, if you go to the Aberdale Industrial Hamlet, there's lots of industrial features of Sheffield and the history of steel and different little mesters that were around.
I kind of like the interactive aspect of things around the museums. I like the history side as well. It's quite nice to know about the history.
Kelham Island Museum, and very much like Aberdale Industrial Hamlet, I like the history behind it and how it shows how Sheffield's changed over the years, because it's local to Sheffield.
Some of the stuff in there, but I did a project in there, performance at Weston Park with my course, and that was very enjoyable, yeah.
Where Kelham Island Museum is, it's quite close. It's only about the same distance as any other museum, so it's quite easy to get to.
No, I think it's really easily accessible by public transport, by car. You've got ample parking and disability as well.
To be honest, the accessibility is kind of like different, but it's need to be a little bit more reachable and a little bit more persuasive in a way.
Yeah. It's because I've got a bus that goes straight there, so it's through city centre. There's a lot of stuff there, isn't it? Like scenery, I'd say, because it's a nice place. Some of the exhibits inside are interesting.
I'd recommend them to a friend, I'd recommend them to family, and I'd definitely recommend them to students.
I would like to recommend to a friend and others, but if they decide not to, it's their own choice.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I would. It's just good to look at something that's being built up in like a community aspect. So yeah, that's it really.